Welcome back. So in this lecture, let's talk about the sorting techniques. The first sorting technique that we're gonna discuss in our course is bubble sort. Okay. So bubble sort. I think I have to increase the thickness of my pen. All right. So bubble sort. And bubble sort is way easier, guys, but it is somewhat complicated. I mean, somewhat you know takes more time. Okay, to execute, but it is way easier. Takes more time, of course, and you will understand the statement and by the time I would have explained this bubble sort, right? So takes more time. Okay, so let's say this is my array. Let me take an array, unsorted array. Let's say 25, 12, 10, 5, and 27. So unsorted element. Okay, and we have one more element, say 36. Okay, so this array is unsorted. Okay, this array is unsorted. Okay, so how bubble sort works to sort this array? So one more thing I want to insist here is, for bubble sort you have to choose two consecutive elements. Choose two consecutive elements and compare them. That's the main idea of this algorithm. Choose the two consecutive elements and compare them. All right, that's the main idea of this algorithm, right? And this one line would help you. Okay, right, this one line would help you. Yeah, let me go by this line. So let me choose 25 and 12. That's my first two elements, right? You can clearly see that 25 is greater than 12. So a swapping should be made here. That's the idea. Okay, if the first element is greater than the next element, then a swapping should be made. Okay, I'm sorting this in ascending order, right? Then 12 should come first, then only 25. So a sorting should be made. So what I'm doing here is I'm swapping it. I'm swapping 12 and 25. All right, so after that what will be my array? Sorry, something it goes like that. Okay, right. So what will be my array after this step? I'll get my array like this: 12, 25, then 10, then 5, then 27, 36. You can see the first two elements are sorted, right? And after that I have to choose the next two element, right? So next two element is 25 and 10, and you can see 25 is greater than 10. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap again. This 25 and 10 should be swapped again, right? So 12, 10, 25, 5, 27, 36. This is my condition. So I'm just sorted 25 and 10, right? And what I have to do here is, now I have to choose the next two elements, that is 25 and 5. So 25 and 5 if I compare, and obviously it's greater than 5, so I'm going to swap that again. 12, 10, 5, 25. So 25, 5 becomes 5, 25 if that is swapped, and 27, 36, right? And after that I'm going to choose these two elements now. So you have to choose two consecutive elements. First I have to choose 12 and that, and 12 and 25, then you should go like that, 25 and 27, right? And 25 is lesser than 27 actually, right? It is not greater than 27, it is lesser than 27, so it is already sorted, you can see. Okay, uh, 27 should come after 25 only, right? So this is sorted in ascending order, right? So there is no swapping need to be done here, right? You can leave that, and you can go for the next step. Okay, so no swapping done. You are getting the same array, right? After that you have to choose the last two elements, 27 and 36. So 27 is actually lesser than 36 only, right? So in this case also it is sorted, right? So there is no need to swap the elements, right? And this is all about the first iteration, right? In the first iteration you are making these changes. In the second iteration you have to repeat the same steps, because you can see the array is not sorted yet, right? You can see here somewhat, you can see that. Okay, so it has to be sorted, so you have to go for another iteration, right? So in another iteration the idea is very similar. You have to compare the first two elements. So here it is 12 greater than 10, so swap it, right? So what you are getting here is 12 and 10 swapped. So 10 should come first, then 12, right? So 25, 27, then 36, right? and after that you have to choose the next two elements, and okay, so and so you have to go like that. Okay, and it will take a long time, guys. I agree with you, right? It will take a long time, and the final result would be, so you have to choose the 12 and 5, and you can swap that here, right? Then it will become what? 10, 5, 12, 25, 27, 36, right? Again, you have to check, compare, swap. No, there is no swapping here because this and all sorted. So you just have to compare it, compare these two, and no need to be sorted because they are already in sorted order, right? After that, you have to go for the third iteration because you can see the array is not at all sorted, right? So you have to go for the third iteration. And in the third iteration, what you can do here is, again you have to select the first two element, right? So if you select the first two element, of course 10 is obviously greater than 5, so what you can write is 5, 10, 12, 25, 27 and 36, right? So this is my final result, right? After that, even if I search the array, there is no need for us to sort because this is now sorted. So sorted successfully. So it will take a long time, guys. Okay, so you can see the length of the algorithm here. So first iteration, you have to check for all the elements. So why it is called bubble sort, why it is called bubble sort? Because we are forming a bubble between two elements. Okay, we are forming bubbles between two elements. That is why this is called as bubble sort. All right. So the idea is that, right, form a bubble and check, compare the element, and if the element is greater, then swap it. That's it. Swap the elements, right? So of course the time complexity for this algorithm is, the worst case time complexity would be O of n square. Why it is n square? Basically the idea here is, you have two loops here. That's why it is n square, two loops, and they are nested. Okay, one loop is for the outer loop, which is I, and the inner loop, which is j. Okay, inner loop will take care of bubbling and swapping, and outer loop will take care of the iteration. For example, sorry, this has to be kept here, right? For example, you can see we have gone through the first iteration. Here we have started the second iteration, and we have started comparing it again. And we have started the third iteration. We have started comparing it from the first again. So this third, second, and first, it is controlled by the outer loop, which is I. Okay, controls the number of iterations. Okay, and the inner loop will control the bubbling and swapping, right? So inner loop will start from the first element, always the, sorry, okay, so yeah, let me keep it here. The inner loop will start from the first element, and it will traverse to the last element, right? It will form bubbles, and it will swap the elements, right? And that is taken care by inner loop. Okay, so inner loop will take care of bubbling and swapping. Okay, bubbling, comparing, and swapping the element if want. Or while comparison, if you got the first element is greater than the next element, means you have to swap it, right? So since you are using the nested loops, the worst case time complexity is O n square, right? And the best case would be O of n. Of course, it is O n square only. If you use some special condition, then you can stop it in O of n. Okay, special condition, then you can stop it in OFN, and we'll see that in the C program. All right, so that's all about bubble sort, guys. See you all in the next lecture. Thanks a lot.